Hello there. I hope you're doing good. It's Adrian, and you're welcome. Welcome back to the channel where I talk about my unfiltered thoughts and opinions that nobody asked for. If that sounds like something that you're into, like and subscribe. And without wasting any time, let's get right into today's episode. I'm sorry about the AC in the background. If you can hear it, the whole AC thing is running in the background, so just ignore that. Focus on my voice, and yeah. So I basically just came back from a night out. Yeah, I just came back from a night out with some friends. Not right now. I came a few hours ago. Got up to cleaning. I don't know. I was just feeling kind of manic, and I was just like cleaning everything, and I just couldn't rest. And I was tired, but I couldn't rest without cleaning things up and all of that, and tidying everything up and just organize everything. But that's not the point of this episode. And this episode, it just takes me back to a period in my life where I really was kind of like isolating myself, to be honest. I remember a time where I just wasn't hanging out with people. To be honest, that's not what I needed. It's not what I wanted to do. I did not want to hang out with anybody. I just genuinely did not want to. Not only did I not want to, I feel like I needed that time alone. I feel like I know for a fact that I needed that time alone, and I wasn't feeling it. Every single time I would go out, I hated it. Oh God, I hated it with a passion. I would just like sit out there and be like, I want to leave. Like, friends would ask me to go hang out with them, go out to a restaurant or a cafe or whatever, invite me somewhere, whether it's a birthday party, and I would generally feel like I didn't want to go, but then I would always tell myself, like, man, I'm young. Even if I don't want to go, I should force myself to go, because these are the years where you're supposed to be going out and having fun and doing stuff, so I would force myself to go out. But then I would get there, sit there for a few minutes, look around, and I would just be like, God, I freaking hate being here. Like, I love you guys, but I don't want to be here. I genuinely, respectfully do not want to be here. And I would just leave. I would just like tell everybody, like, hi, make sure that I'm there, everybody has seen me, and then I would just leave, because I hated it. I genuinely hated being there. It had nothing to do with the people or the place or the parties or whatever, the outing itself. I just needed time alone. It was just that period in my life where I needed time alone. I needed it. It wasn't about a want. It was about it being a need. I just needed to be alone, and later on I just understood that I needed to be alone, and I just spent a lot of time alone by myself, and I just stopped accepting all these invites, and I would just spend a lot of time alone. And I think I that's the best decision that I did. And fast forward to now, since 2025, to be honest, 2024, 2025, now we're in 2026, but since 2024 I've just been going out a lot. But I'm gonna talk about this night specifically. I was hanging out with my friends the whole freaking night, from like 3 p.m. up to midnight. Just booked an Uber for them to go back home. But yeah, I don't feel drained anymore. Before, hanging out would make me feel drained, but I don't feel that anymore. I love hanging out with my friends again. These are totally different friends, but that's not the point. The point is I can socialize now, and I love it. And if you're someone that is in that phase currently where you don't feel like you want to hang out, you feel like you genuinely want people to leave you alone, and you need that time by yourself, take it. Stop forcing it. Take the time by yourself. Stop hanging out with people. Whenever they invite you, say no. You don't have to agree. You don't have to agree with every single thing. You're allowed to say no. If you genuinely don't feel like you want to hang out with these people, don't hang out. If you genuinely feel like you need time alone, spend the freaking time alone. If that's what your body and soul needs, take that. Give that to your body and your soul and yourself. You know what I mean? Give that to yourself. And Like for example, with me right now, I was able to give that to myself, but now I'm in a place where I can hang out and do these things. And again, if you're in that period or that phase where you feel like you need that, give that to yourself. But later on, you need to make sure that you're living life. You're still young. I mean, I don't know how old you are right now, but I'm in my early 20s. Just got started with my early 20s, and I've just been going out a lot. I've just been doing a lot of things a lot. Sometimes I ask people, do you want to go out and do this? If they say no, I go by myself. I don't wait for them to come. I don't wait for them to say yes. I don't wait for them to make time for me. No, I just go by myself. And every single time, I'm always glad. I always celebrate the fact that I went by myself. Every single time. I've never regretted going somewhere or doing some things by myself, whether it's going to the beach, hiking, going on a run, going to a fancy dinner. I go by myself, and I always freaking love it. I have a ton of friends. I go with my friends out all the time. Like right now, I just went with my group of friends, and we just were like going everywhere, downtown, whatever, eating, did the whole thing, went to a restaurant and all that, ordered food, had the whole fun thing. It was cool. It was nice. And I'm so glad that I got to do that. And I think this is just a reminder that, man, you're still young. You need to live your life. If you feel like you need that time alone, take it. But later, you need to make sure that you live your life. Go out, even if it's by yourself, Even if it's by yourself, you don't always have to be with somebody. Even if it's by yourself, go out. Go out. Have fun, hang out with your friends, your family if you can. And if you don't want to do that, or you can't do that, do it by yourself. Just get out of the house. Get out of that freaking four walls. Get out of those freaking four walls. Get out of that freaking box. Get out. Get out. Let me repeat it. Get out of that freaking house. The time is up. I mean, I don't know what phase you're in right now, but if you're in that phase where you feel like you need to stay in, please take that. Recharge. So that later you can be able to do what I'm doing right now and be able to go out and not feel drained and not feel like you can do social interactions anymore. Because before I really couldn't. I hated them. I freaking hated them with a passion. But now, because I gave myself that time to be able to rest and be by myself and whatever, and not force anything and basically go with the flow. Now I'm in a point where I can just hang out and not feel drained and actually enjoy nights out and come back at home at freaking midnight, And I'm grateful that I get to do that. And I'm grateful that I get to enjoy that. And I'm just like reminding you, like, dude, you're young. I mean, I don't know how old you are, but go out. I'm not telling you out to go do mushrooms or drink. I don't even drink. I don't do any of that promiscuous things. I just don't. If you do, I'm not judging you, but I just don't. I just like to go out and grab food and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, you're still young. Have fun. Do stuff. You can go out by yourself, family, friends, a significant other. It doesn't really matter. Just leave the house. Leave those freaking four walls. Leave that freaking house. You need to go out. Seriously, you need to go out. If you're in a period in your life where you need that, that's fine. Take your time. Don't force anything. Try to go with the flow. That's fine. But you need to make sure that later you can be able to get out of that funk and basically go out and live life. And it's not gonna happen inside your house. It's not. I mean, it does technically, but you still need to go out and have experiences out there, because I don't like to think of life as something that happens to us anymore, like as something that we can create and participate in. You need to start participating and intentionally creating your life and participating in it, not as these things that just get thrown at you and happen to you. It's just, I guess it's basically all about you being intentional with every single thing that you do, and going in about your days and not actually just sitting in this place of letting things hit you and happen to you, but actually it being about you intentionally making this conscious decision to do things. You know what I mean? Like actively do things. Like, I want to do this, I want to create this, go out, have fun. Yeah, that's what it's about. Life is about you creating and you participating. If you don't do anything, you don't make plans and follow up, nothing is gonna happen. Absolutely nothing. So it all comes from you. It all comes from you. You need to make it happen. And it's not gonna happen from your room or your house. You need to make it happen. You need to go out, even if it's by yourself. If people wanna come along, that's beautiful. If they don't wanna do that, do it by yourself. Go on the freaking hike. Do the reservations for the freaking fancy, expensive dinners by yourself. Go on a run, a walk. It doesn't matter what it is. To the beach, a picnic by yourself, or with friends. It doesn't matter. Just do things. You know, live life. Live it. You're still young. You know. Don't sit there and just like explain things to expect things to happen to you every single time. No, you need to be creating life. It needs to be coming from you, not like at you. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's just a message that I wanted to share. If you're in that phase, take your time, don't force anything, but you need to make sure that later you can get out of that mindset, out of that funk. But naturally, if you go with the flow, it will just happen by itself. Yeah, like me, nobody forced me, because back in the day, you know, a few years back, when everybody was forcing me and was trying to make me feel bad about taking time off and spending time with myself, whether that was family and friends, like, you need to go out and live life, you're still young. I was like, literally, shut up, get out of my face. I don't need that right now. Even all that noise couldn't get to me, couldn't do anything. But when I decided to take time off and take time for myself, and then naturally, when I started to feel better, it just happened. You know, I didn't have to do anything. It just happened, and I started going out again. So yeah, so I don't think there's anything in particular that you're gonna need to do, because it would just happen. But this is just a reminder, though. It's just a reminder. You're still young. You need to live your life. You need to do things, even if they're small. You need to do them. Dress nice, dress cute, wear your favorite perfume, cologne, I don't know, fragrance. Do things. You look good, you feel good. Just do things that make you feel good and that make you happy. And I'm so grateful that I got to have that night with my friends, and it just got me thinking, like, wow, a few years back I would have hated this, but today I didn't hate it. I did not, even though these guys really got me all stressed up, because I'm like the dad of the group. I have to make all the plans and make everything happen, but still grateful nonetheless. So yeah, live your life, do things, make things happen. Don't wait for things to happen to you or happen for you, because it won't. Nothing will. You have to make the decision to make it happen. It has to be coming from you. Anyways, that's all I have to say for today's episode. I hope you got to get some value from this. Like and subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Sending you for hugs and kisses, and bye bye. I'll see you on the next one. Love you.